Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Why can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Fight for our freedom, and we will win.
I've been looking for you.
Is it time? Once we act, we have committed. There will be no going back.
Is everything ready here?
Yes. Shall we proceed?
Everything's ready. It's time.
Good. We'll need to clear this room before I can do more.
Hostile initiated detected.
All right. Please give me a few moments. I already have the coordinates. I simply need to update the relay. Your companions will arrive in a moment.
Turning back now. If they're not already onto us, they will be within seconds.
It's time to free the synths.
In this single hour, we could rescue more synths than we have in our entire history. Make every moment count. But first, take this. It's a fusion pulse charge. Tinker Tom's rigged it to take out the reactor and anything else within a few hundred yards of it. We get you down there, you plant it, and we run like hell. When we get to a safe distance, we detonate it remotely. Then the whole Institute goes up like a candle, and the synths stay free. Forever. This is the moment where we make history. Tom, I need you to get that relay working as fast as humanly possible. You'll need to pull us out once we're done with the reactor, and send out anyone that's unarmed. Institute personnel included.
You got it, boss.
All right, let's move. Is this really it? I somehow thought the technology here would be more impressive.
Movement detected.
They're all over! A critical failure. Is someone present? Our unit critically damaged.
Work together, people!
Desdemona.
This is the Institute. The years of living in hiding, afraid of every footfall, suspicious of every stranger. And now here we are, threatening the devil himself.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
Hardly. The clock's ticking. The longer it takes to reach the reactor, the more synths are in danger. Let's get moving.
Help me!
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Let's do this. Someone help! Over here!
Criminal failure.
We've got trouble.
Hello? You can hear me? I got the floor plan. Advanced Systems Lab. That's where the reactor is, and where you gotta go. But the doors are locked, and I can't override from here. That command has to come from the director's personal terminal. You understand? You've got to do that part yourself.
Tell the removal team to hurry.
Shit, we got company.
Threat's over.
I don't see anything. Think we're okay.
I didn't expect to see you again. You had me fooled. I really believed you were on our side.
There's no going back, Sean. The Institute has to be stopped.
And you've decided this for yourself? Or has it been fed to you by the corrupt societies above ground? It's not enough that I lay here dying. Now you plan on what? Destroying everything? Tell me then. Under what righteous pretense have you justified this atrocity?
All the enemies you created. You can't imagine why I'd be standing here.
Perhaps I didn't think to count you among them. Well, none of it matters now, I suppose. You'll accomplish your task and ruin humanity's best hope for the future. The only question left then is why you're standing here. Is it regret? Or did you just come to gloat?
Sean, if you help me, fewer people will die. Will you?
Why would I ever consider helping you?
Help me, and we can try and minimize the casualties in all this. You want your people to survive, don't you?
Very well. The terminal behind me. Enter access code 9003. That will disable some of the synths. Now go. Just leave me.
Hell yeah! Access granted. Now you should be able to reach the reactor. Synths are pouring through up here, but we won't leave without you. Don't worry.
Now that's just annoying.
Systems offline.
I'll die for the cause! Whoa, you win!
Engaging hostile life form.
Damn it! Where'd you go? Okay, this is it. Plant the pulse charge. We'll cover you while you attach it.
Movement detected. Curious. This point extreme pressure.
Desdemona.
Let's get the hell out of here. Time to get out of here.
Payback is about to be due.
We're all done, Tom. Let's get out of here while we can.
I'm with you, boss, but this kid showed up.
Please,
He says
Mom,
he's
don't
charmed
leave
or
me
something.
here. I want to go with you.
All right. You can come with me.
Really? Do you mean it?
Yes, I mean it. Now let's get out of here.
I'm glad you are here to save me.
I'll get all this tech stuff figured out. You just take care of the reactor.
All right, Tom. Fire it up.
You got it. Okay, you set right. Okay, we're ready to get out of here.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? This thing isn't gonna zap me into space or vaporize me or anything, is it?
This baby is bona fide Institute tech. Mind-blowing shit. It's gonna work. Are you ready?
Yes, absolutely. Let's get the hell out of here.
Don't have to tell me twice. It's all set to take you and Des to the detonation site. Then I'll rig it to send me and the kid here back to HQ right after. Don't worry, we'll look after him. Get him some better clothes, too. Yikes. Let's go before this whole place goes thermonuclear.
Desdemona.
My whole life, I've been holding my breath. Now I can breathe.
Decades worth of payback is about to become due.
You did it. We did it.
I can feel it wash over me. The heat, the force, the radiation, the fear. It's the end of the world, all over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this, before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant, and the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This was not the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I thought I hoped I could find my family. Cheat time, make us whole again, the way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed, but the road ahead will be hard. This time I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes. Desdemona.
And so, the mighty have fallen. Dozens of years, countless sacrifices. It all paid off, thanks to you. Deacon says this was his plan all along.
With the Institute gone, what happens to the railroad?
In days gone by, when us old-timers waxed rhapsodic about life without the Institute, we recognized our work wouldn't end immediately. Hate runs deep in the Commonwealth, deeper than the soil. To them, synths are the living embodiment of the Institute's oppression. I'd understand if you want a much-needed vacation. But are you up for the next mission, Charmer?
I was born ready.
I'd expect nothing less. Our safe houses will be bursting with synths, seeking a better life outside the Commonwealth. Not everyone in the Institute died. We'd be foolish to think there won't be retaliation. Come back to the HQ, and lead the last of our people to freedom.
All of you.
We've rescued enough of your people over the years. You don't have to say anything.
We will protect them. Are we safe?
Just because you're out of the Institute doesn't mean you're safe. Or the Railroad's job is over. There's a lot of work ahead of us. But together, we'll get there.
Hi, how's it going?
That explosion came from the old CIT ruins. I mean, if you believe the stories of history. Could the Institute really have been destroyed?
Hey.
Sure, I can help you out. What's going on?
Hey.
Yeah? What's going on?
Heads up.
Tell me what you... What's going on?
Do you need something, madame?
Strong protect you. Humans say, got your back. Kong wish he understand you better.
Sure, we can gab for a bit.
Do you need something, madame?
We're getting a lot of graffiti these days. Pictures of lanterns. Know anything about that? God, did you see that explosion? The old CIT ruins there. They're just...
Yes?
Afternoon, Bob. Some dinner, I assume?
Hi there, DP. Yeah.
We've got purified water inside the city. Best drink in the Commonwealth.
What a day, huh?
Do you need something, madame? Are you performing some sort of psychological experiment?
Been too long since I picked a fight.
Shop in safety. No synths allowed at the surplus.
The legend herself. Way to give it to the Institute. You're like my hero or something. I don't know. Thanks.
Win the game. Buy a swatter.
There she is. Woman of the hour.
I can't believe it's finally happening, Lily. But you're here, and you did it. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, Rizzo was a tough one to pin down, wasn't he? I'm about to close the trap on him now. Shelley really came through with this dress, didn't she? It's amazing.
Hold still just a second. I'm trying to fix your shoulder strap. I don't know why you insist on wearing your shoulder pauldron today.
'Cause it holds my scarf on.
So why are you wearing the scarf today?
Because the sheriff gave it to me. Next question.
Okay, then let me fix your panty line.
Panty line? That's my holster strap. You saw the panties Shelley gave me to go under this. They're riding so high you can see them when I yawn.
Good grief, Lily.
Just how high can these things, go?
You about ready over there, Lily?
Yep. I think we got all the bits where they're supposed to be. Ready when you are, DP. No escape now, Rizzo.
I ain't going nowhere, don't worry about that.
Time to shine, Lily.
I don't know how to thank you for all this, Babs. The greenhouse, being my best maid, and everything else.
It's made of honor, Lily.
Whatever. You gonna walk me up there? Or am I gonna be too old to have kids by the time I take my vows?
That's my Lily. We're on our way. Mendel, play the bridal march.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to witness the matrimony.
Boring.
Holy shit! Give me a chance at least, Lil.
That right there is why I love you, girl.
Love you too, sugar buns.
And so it begins.
Every damn time.
Quiet, both of you.
Will you two shut up and let me do my job?
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, of course. Sorry. Go right ahead, my man.
Right. I'll skip the boring shit then. Lily. I'm sure I speak for everyone here, Lily, when I say we're truly happy for you and Rizzo today. But today almost wasn't, because not that long ago, we thought we had lost Lily. I remember where I was when Bob told me, what I was doing. And I bet the rest of us here do as well. That's how hard the news hit. It was like the brightest light in the Commonwealth was extinguished. I've known Lily pretty much her whole life. She's the closest thing I got to a younger sister. I also see a lot of people come and go from the diner. They all blur one into the other. Just more wastelanders like me and the rest of them. But not Lily. You always remember Lily. You remember her fire. And our world was a lot darker when we thought we'd never get to see that fire again. Her bright light that makes each day memorable.
Oh, DP, you're gonna make me cry.
I mean it though. When Bob discovered it was just a synth duplicate that they... Well, that's not why we're here anyway. I just want to say this. Not long ago, I was speaking at your funeral, Lily. And we had no idea how we'd go on. Today, I'm speaking at your wedding. And that really makes today something extra special. And it makes today a happy day. You guys ready?
Let me at him.
Ready as ready gets.
Before I begin, I want to stress to those here that they wrote their own vows. So let's get on with it. I, Richard Zohar, do take you, Lily Adamcat, as my lawfully wedded wife, to honor and to hold, to love you and only you, to listen to you cry when your T60 breaks, to not switch your coffee to decaf, to whoop the ass out of anyone who messes with you, to raise a herd of kids to torture Uncle DP, Aunt Sheriff, and Aunt Babs, and to do everything you tell me if I know what's good for me. Until death do us part.
I, Richard Zoa, do take you, Lily Adamcat, as my lawfully wedded wife, to honor and to hold, to love you and only you, to listen to you cry when your T60 breaks, to not switch your coffee to decaf, to whoop the ass of anyone who messes with you, to raise a herd of kids to torture Uncle DP, Aunt Sheriff, and Aunt Babs, and to do everything you tell me if I know what's good for me, until death do us part.
And Lily, repeat after me. I, Lily Adamcat, do take you, Richard Zohar, to be my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, to love like crazy, To put our kids into T-60s the moment they can open one on their own. To break the legs of anyone who messes with you or our kids. Or our T-60s. To cry to you when my T-60 breaks. To love you and only you. To share my life with you and be by your side for the rest of my days. Until death do us part.
I, Lily Adamcat, do take you, Richard Zohar, to be my lawfully wedded husband. To have and to hold, to love like crazy. To put our kids into T-60s the moment they can open one on their own. To break the legs of anyone who messes with you, or our kids, or our T-60s. To cry to you when my T-60 breaks. To share my life with you and be by your side for the rest of my days. Until death do us part.
If anyone can think of any reason why these two should not be married, speak now so Lily can break your kneecaps after the ceremony.
I don't think anyone feels like dying today, DP.
Nobody objects? Thank God for small miracles. That could have gotten ugly. Then, by the power vested in me when you asked me to do this, and 3 Nuka-Cola Darks, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Congratulations, you two. I'm so happy for you.
I ain't gonna protect you if you piss her off.
Welcome to married life, you guys.
Quit standing around. Abby needs a playmate.
Thanks for coming, you guys. Sorry you gotta get back to work right away.
Welcome to the family, Rizzo.
Let's go eat, guys. Twisted Mist has probably got everything set up by now.
Give me a minute, guys. I've got to clean this stuff up first.
I will assist you.
Sir, we need to get back on duty. We have everything under control. Enjoy the food.
Of course, Lieutenant. You know where I'll be.
Hey, there you are. Grab a seat. I was just telling DP and Rizzo about some of the insane shit we did.
I've been trying to get her to wait until everyone gets here. I got a feeling there's gonna be a lot to tell.
I was telling him about Cooter's place, that the Gunners made him live in his tool shed.
That's really fucked up. I'm glad you showed up when you did, because knowing the Gunners, he was either gonna be sold or killed when they were done.
Oh, the fucked up part is they drank all his beer that he brews for himself. His place was littered with empty bottles.
Of all the low-down dirty shit to pull, to drink a man out of all of his beer?
And man, oh man, was he ever pissed the fuck off at the sheriff.
Wait, what? Why? What did she ever do to him? I doubt that even ever met.
Hangman's Alley. He blames her for poking a stingwing's nest. You know, getting him all riled up, paranoid, and taking turf back from him.
I guess I could see his point of view.
Yeah? How so? Aren't the Gunners responsible for what the Gunners do?
Oh, for sure. I didn't say it was her fault. I just said I could see his point of view. I mean, think about it. He's out there, minding his own shit. One day, some Gunners with a bone to pick with the sheriff show up and turn him into a slave as part of a plan to get back at her. A little nobody like him out on the edge of nowhere? He was enjoying the status quo. Not being noticed is a big advantage in this world. Someone that unimportant, his only real danger was being replaced by a synth because the Institute makes no sense. Nobody else would bother with him. None of that would have happened if the sheriff stopped with beating the Gunners. But she... well, we were both there and we both helped.
What was she supposed to do? Feed him? Let us tear him apart with our pitchforks and bare hands? Let him go? And Hangman's Alley would have never happened if the Gunners hadn't attacked in the first place. Where do we stop tracing back blame?
One thing I've learned is people keep tracing back blame and stop whenever it's most convenient to fit the story they want to be true. Another thing I learned is that the tougher the problem, the more complicated it is to fix. There's no such thing as an easy fix for a tough problem. What I'm saying is there's no easy answer here. You and Kuda both make good points, and that just might be as good as it gets. The sheriff acted the way she thought was right and most effective. And it was. But nobody could have known Kuda would suffer for it years later.
You know you're a lot smarter than you look, DP.
Been hearing that my whole life. I must look really stupid because I've never felt smart a day in my life.
I don't know, those glasses make you look pretty smart. A lot like Babs.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Don't worry about that, DP. You're a good man. Barb sees it, or she wouldn't keep coming by for her meals or sit with you in the greenhouse.
You really think so?
Yeah. Helping me get ready for the wedding got her talking a little. Just keep doing what you're doing. Be yourself, and it'll happen. Hey, guys.
That is a very large water tank you're talking about, Doctor. Do we have the resources?
We don't have to fabricate a new tank. There's one at the old Show propane branch about a half day east of here that would do the job. There's probably leaks at the weld points after this long, but we can patch those from the inside and it will pressurize just fine.
Very well. It is important we have as much clean water on hand as possible. I'll send Crenshaw to inspect it and write up another salvage report.
Hey, no talking work, you two. It's my wedding day.
Sorry, Lily. We're here now. You're right. No more work talk. Rizzo, welcome to the diner. We usually do this for dinner night, but we moved it up for the wedding. I hope you like it.
Mind blown, Doc. I grew up in Quincy. Spent the last 7 years living in a Red Rocket service station. I didn't know places like this existed anymore. If I knew this is how you were living, I'd have asked you to marry me years ago, babe.
Thanks. I think. I love you too.
You make anything special for the menu today, DP?
I did, but it's spaghetti again. Twisted Mister had to finalize the meal by himself, so I had to make it something he couldn't fuck up. But the bread is piping hot. I took it out of the oven myself when I got back from the greenhouse.
Serious? We only get this once a week, at most, and it's my favorite food. I wouldn't have let you serve anything but spaghetti today.
That makes me feel better, Lil. I was worried it'd be too regular for your wedding day. You guys are gonna like what I did with it, though. You won't believe what I was able to pull off with this one. You know those chili pepper things you dropped off the other day, Bob?
Yeah, those were beautiful, weren't they? No more rewiring Wellingham to steal his pepper.
Well, I diced them up, dried that, and ran it through the coffee grinder.
Wait, you put pepper in the coffee?
No, I'm not an idiot. Well, I'm an idiot. I'm just not that severe an idiot. I just use it to grind up the Would you just listen for a second?
Sorry.
As I was saying, ground it up pretty fine, a lot finer than Wellingham's canned shit. And I mix it with the flour and press that into the spaghetti. Not too much, though. I just want to bring out the flavor, not make you guys hate it. So spaghetti's gonna have just a small bite to it today.
You're a goddamn genius, DP. I can't wait.
Where you been my whole life?
What a pleasant surprise. You're so creative, DP.
Very thoughtful of you. I'm sure it will be excellent.
So, we're all here, we're all hungry, the food's hot. I want to say congratulations to Lily and Rizzo. And I want to say welcome, Rizzo, to the Bleachers and the family. This is your first dinner night of many, my friend. Finally, I want to say we should eat before shit gets cold.
Listen to the man, people. He knows what's important.
So, Rizzo, Lieutenant Dan has informed me you inquired about submitting an application to be a deputy. Is this true?
Oh, yeah, I did. I was with Quincy Security before the Minutemen took it over. I was really young, but they still put me on patrol. And then with the Atom Cats, I've been on patrol in my T-60 for years now. Gunners, ghouls, raiders, you name it, I've fought them, they died.
I'm sure you move very well in a T-60, but relax. This isn't an interview. We will discuss this another time. Enjoy your wedding day.
Oh, sorry, I just, you know.
The sheriff makes everybody nervous at first, Rizzo. It's part of a charm. Quit intimidating my husband, Sheriff. He gets enough of that from me.
Okay, so what did you want to talk about, Lily? It's your day.
Oh, no.
Glad you asked, Babs. Good point about it being my day, too. Let me tell you.
Here it comes.
Ooh, I gotta hear this.
Yeah, you heard of the raided gang up in Salem? Well, the merchants ain't lying. These guys really ran with the whole Salem and Halloween thing.
You mean those jackasses really do run around in Halloween costumes and shit?
Sorta, yeah. They all wear those ridiculous plastic pumpkins on their heads, dye their clothes orange, and put up lots of Halloween decorations.
Crenshaw reported something similar. Apparently, they're supposed to call their leaders the Pumpkin King and Queen. They tried to spread rumors the Queen is a witch. I don't think it really took.
Yeah, you should also know they peppered Scarecrow booby traps through Salem. Proximity charges. Tell you guys to stay away from them.
Good advice. I will pass it on.
How odd.
You're telling me. You should see their, I guess you'd call it a lair? It's a cave under Salem that connects with the ocean under the surface. They had it set up pretty good in there, for raiders. I bet a fishing settlement could do really well in there, but raiders are dicks like that.
Raiders are a constant plague on efforts to reestablish some sort of representative order in civilization. I wouldn't be surprised if they had killed legitimate settlement claim holders already in that cave to take control of it.
Given your feelings towards raiders, I can assume there's no Pumpkin King or Queen no more.
There ain't many people up in Salem, but a lot of caravans come down that road to the west of it as they work their way along the coast. So yeah, they had to go. Only a matter of time until they come back, though. Raiders are like cockroaches.
You got that right. There's always another shit who's not above making a few fresh dead bodies to pick clean if they run out of old ones.
When you stop to think these people were everyday citizens of the planet before the war, you can almost sympathize with the bombs. Lily recently came across a railroad safe house. By pure serendipity, she recovered a very, very large cache of intel on their operations.
I take it they didn't just hand it over willingly.
Serendipity. Yeah. Me and my sidekick here, we stumble on this railroad safe house. Only we didn't know it was a railroad safe house.
How the hell did they get the jump on you? Better yet, how the hell you know they were railroad?
The first guy that greeted us was wearing a Corsa uniform. Same haircut, same flat, monotone voice. But it was just as surprised as we were. And you know what any smart person does when they see a Corsa outfit?
Empty the clip at it.
Empty the clip at it. So that's what we did. The rest of them didn't like that much, so we had to drop them too. At first I thought we stumbled on some sort of Institute remote location, but something wasn't adding up. Shit didn't look right.
What made you think it was railroad?
The tech didn't match. You know what I mean? I know what Institute tech looks like. Now. This place was stocked with pre-war computers. And we had a Corsa meet us at the door, and one of the others we dropped turned out to be a synth too. Doesn't leave many options as to what it could be, so I went with the simplest one.
And they just left the intel lying around?
You think so until you remember we had to blast through a Corsa, a couple of synths, and some others to get to it. So no, not really.
Huh, good point.
But we cleaned the place out of all the holotapes, and believe me, there were a lot of them. That's the intel Sheriff was talking about.
It was the largest intel haul we've ever gotten on the railroad, and one of the largest I've ever seen. It was impressive work, and the value placed on recovering intel shows a good instinct, Lily.
You keep giving out compliments, folks are gonna start wondering if you got replaced by a synth.
Haha!
Oof. Whoa, bad joke. Bad joke.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I want to hear about the Atom Cat's garage and you crossing the harbor floor to sneak up on the gunners.
Sneak up on them like totally badass motherfucking amphibious power armor super ninjas. Fuck yeah! Woohoo! Hell yeah!
Are you going to tell us, or are you going to just sit there wet at the mouth while you think about it?
I'm getting there. Just give me a second to think about being a power armor ninja. Woo! Okay, so it was a dark and stormy night.
Don't make me regret asking, Lily.
Sorry, just trying to add some color to the story. We followed your plan to the letter, Babs, and it worked like a charm. The crossing itself was kind of boring, except that we heard Sigmund grumble once. A real good one, too.
Oh, you gotta hear about this one, Bob. The Atom Cat's got their own damn sea monster out there off the peninsula.
Really? Do tell, Lily.
Well, I ain't sure what it is. Just we've caught glimpses of it.
Glimpses? What is it? A chameleon or something?
No, it's just that it's at least a click long and the water's pretty murky. Never even seen its head, or even the whole body at once. It's got reptile scales like a death claw does, and when it decides it's gonna grumble a bit and make noise, you hear it for miles and miles. We see it sometimes when we're diving to recover power armor. I don't know what it eats, but it could probably eat our salvage barge whole if it wanted.
Over a kilometer long? Fascinating. Could you get a blood sample for me?
Fascinating is not the word I use when I'm 50 feet below the water, look to the right and see a giant wall of scales moving past me. And a blood sample from Sigmund is one crazy thing you ain't gonna get me to do. Probably need a discard and sabo syringe to penetrate those scales.
That's okay, Lily. I was just curious more than anything. Let's hope it keeps leaving you guys alone out there.
I bet the gunners were surprised to see you when you got to the other side.
Don't know the half of it. They left one guy watching us. Everybody else was up front, guarding the road like a bunch of idiots.